And we are back, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely day. This is probably one of the playlists that a lot of you guys have been waiting for, showing off the different playlists I have and where I organize my music and such. So now, I'm going to show you my Prog playlist, where, of course, all the progressive rock and such that I listen to goes into. So, without further ado, what has made it into my Prog playlist? You're going to see a lot of familiars. I'm not going to have to play a lot of music from here because most of it we've reacted to live. So, let me go ahead and pull that up here on the Just Prog. 88 songs, about 12 hours of music. First track on here. The first track on here is Sun-Kissed You Are Not by Greenslade. Greenslade, I need to dive back into them, man. I need to dive back into them. Sun-Kissed You Are Not. That's a good track. What a probably obscure track to open up the playlist, and yet it is there at the top. Seven Stones by Genesis. Boy, do I love that one. One of the best songs on Nursery Crime, which is, to me, out of their classic albums, their best. Get Them Out by Friday, Supper's Ready. A lot of these you're already going to know. There's probably not going to be any surprises for a lot of these. Firth of Fifth, the first Genesis track, blew my mind. Squonk, Ripples, a lot of Trick of the Tail on here. Huh? One for the Vine, Blood on the Rooftops, Roundabout. We're moving off of Genesis for a little bit. The Advent of Pernurge, first Gentle Giant song that I heard, and that couldn't have been a better introduction into their style. The opening, the vocals, they're coming up the hill. It's just so good. Going for the one in Awaken. Oh, Awaken is, Awaken, I believe, is my favorite Yes track of all time. You got some UK on here, Dead and Night, Nevermore. Some Banco del Muturo Socroso. Hopefully I pronounced that right, but we listened to this track quite a while ago on the channel, and I still have it on here. Ashes Are Burning, Renaissance epic song here. Ocean Gypsy. Epitaph from King Crimson. Once again, a lot of these you've already seen me react to for the first times. And when I say that I'm adding it on my playlist, I'm tossing it on there. Got some A, got some Gong, some more Genesis with The Fountain, which is, once again, one of their best tracks. I'm just saying. Rare Bird of I'm doing the drums because in case you were wondering what I was doing. Stagnation from Genesis. Again, one of Genesis' best tracks, perhaps one of their most underrated tracks. And then, my God, Jethro Tull. Dogs, Pink Floyd. Animals is my favorite Pink Floyd album, by the way. In case anyone ever asks you on the street what's JP's favorite Pink Floyd album, it's Animals. It's always Animals. We got some Van de Graaff with Scorched Earth. ELP with Take a Pebble. More Manurg. Manurg is one of their best tracks ever. This band, okay, I can't tell you where I came across this band, Cicada, at all. It's not like we reacted to them, but this is such a cool song from them. So this track is kind of like I don't even know, like if you were to take Jethro Tull and Renaissance, put them together and make it a little more folky and kind of, just chill. It's a really, really nice track. It's just a really good one. It's just a really, really beautiful track. Like I said, I don't know how I came across it, but it is really, really nice. Pantagruel's Nativity. You got some really fantastic tracks. Here's our first Rush sighting with Xanadu. I can't even hit the note. Let me not try to hit the note. Frame by Frame, King Crimson. You know what? In case anyone asks you if you're ever on the street and they say, hey, what's JP's favorite album? From King Crimson, it's Discipline. Discipline is without a doubt and very easily, don't even have to think about it, my favorite King Crimson album ever since I heard it. I think everything on there is absolutely incredible. You have some Bebop Deluxe on here, which I guess doesn't exactly fit onto my Prog playlist, but listen. Allow me a little bit of room. You got Big Big Train with East Coast Racer, which I think is, in my opinion, one of the best modern epics, if you will. I think 15 Minutes counts as an epic. Mark, you see some Pentangle on there, and you hope that I react to their album Basket of Light. I have it on my on my wish list. It's not my near future list, but I do have it on a list. But I'll be honest, I have 100 and something albums also on that list. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. The Lady Lies, I love Mike's bass line from there and how aggressive and moving it is. Storm and Thunder from Earth and Fire is just heavy. Our first Zappa sighting as well with Nanook Rubs It. Although the whole Yellow Snow Suite could also be here. Stardust We Are. That's a good one from Flower Kings. Still, once again, I will say one of the best. I don't know if it's considered modern, but epics personally. Got some Ozric Tentacles with Jurassic Shift. Khan Stranded. This is such a good album, Space Shanty. Very, very underrated. Don't hear a lot about it, but that is just such a gorgeous track. Peter Hamill with The Lie. This is an intense track, and man, I mean, Peter Hamill and Van de Graaff, they pretty much only do intense, but it's so good. It's so good, man. Got Saru Garan here with this track as well. The Ocean is the Ultimate Solution by Frank Zappa. I love that thing. I love it. Some more gongs, some Chris Squire. Tangerine Dream with Cloudburst Flight. This track. Oh, I listen to this track a lot. When I'm on my playlist, sometimes I specifically look out for Cloudburst Flight. It is just such an incredible track. When we had discovered Lucifer's Friend, the first track I believe on that album is Spanish Galleon. And I really, really enjoy that. And then we end the Prog playlist here with some Camel, Another Night, and Airborne off of Moon Madness, which we had somewhat recently listened to. So this is my Prog playlist. Of course, if I went too fast, you can pause the video at any time, but I did go too fast at the very end there, but I went through it decently. I went through it decently. I went through it. So there is my Prog playlist. From here, this is probably the playlist that most people are the least interested in. However, I'm still showing you my rap playlist and my hip hop playlist, because they got 57 songs on here at about 3 hours and 30 minutes. Not going to spend too much time on here because I know most of my audience has zero interest in rap and hip hop. However, we got it here anyway. At least you can see it, if anything. Diggable Planets, I mean, they're most well known for Rebirth of the Slick, Cool Like That. That's probably one of the most popular tracks of, I don't know, 90s, 80s, whenever it came out.
Was fresh in fact since they started saying Audi, cause funks made fat.
It's so jazzy, it's slick, it's cool. Like, it's just so good. Regulate is another popular track, Warren G and Nate Dogg. Everyone knows this one.
Real quick before they start to clown, I bet
it's
pull
so
out
good.
and lay them busters down.
They got guns to my head.
It's so good. A little Wu-Tang Clan. Tyler, the Creator, is my favorite rapper of all time, so I have a lot of his music here on the channel. Or I'm sorry, on my playlist rather. Deltron 3030. This album, if you want to talk about an album that gets as close to progressive hip-hop as anything, this album by Deltron 3030 would be it. I mean, you see it clocking in at 7 minutes and 29 seconds. It's a concept album, this one, taking place in outer space. It is really, really cool. Very sci-fi.
That a planet-wide manhunt with cannons will make me abandon my foolish plan.
I mean, it's just really, really good. MF Doom. But MF Doom and Tyler, the Creator, are my two favorites. My two favorite rap artists and hip-hop artists. And MF Doom, obviously, has passed now, but incredibly creative in the samples and, of course, the way he flows and everything.
For dear, when he at the mic, it's like the place get like, oh yeah, it's like they know what's about to happen.
I love how the sample is just an accordion, hence the name, accordion. I love it. I love the simplicity of it. Tribe Called Quest, probably the jazziest of all classic rap artists and such. Excursions.
The motherland, stick out the left, then I'll ask for the other
The
hand.
bass.
That's the right hand.
They
black
reference
man.
Ron Carter on a track as well. Clipping, Nothing Is Safe. Clipping is very much like a... well, they kind of started as like a horror-ish based kind of group. And then they still have those tendencies, but, you know, it's there. Say the Name. Very much a Candyman kind of track. And even the sounds are very like...
Say it, the hook gon' be the coldest pimp.
Like, it's just heavy and dark and gritty. It's really, really good. Like I said, a lot of Tyler the Creator. You got some Kendrick Lamar. You got some Nas. You got some Denzel Curry. JPEG Mafia with Scaring the Hose. I got the album back there somewhere. Like I said. Here we got some more Kendrick Lamar at the bottom with some of his most recent stuff. There you go. So anyways, that's the prog. That's the hip hop. What's next?